Hi friends! Today we're going to continue our discovery of constellations, pictures made from stars in the sky. Let's start with our calendar and then we'll learn about the most famous constellation, the Big Dipper. Ready? Put up your 5 and 2. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in the week. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in the week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Great, let's count together to find out the numbered date. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. For calendar, we say 13th. Can you say 13th? Good. Let's look at the calendar. We see W for Wednesday. That's our letter of the week, W. The W says W. The W says W. Every letter makes a sound. The W says W, like Wednesday. It's our W day. Today is Wednesday, May 13th, 2020. Let's say it again together. Ready? Today is Wednesday, May 13th, 2020. Can you put on those spying eyes and look out to the window? What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? Is it windy? Is it cloudy? Is there rain or is there sun? What do you see with your spying eyes out there? I think it's going to be another beautiful sunny day. We put our sun up there for Wednesday. Yesterday was a beautiful sunny day and hopefully today will be one too. Let's remember what a constellation is. A constellation is a group of stars in the sky that if we connect them like dot to dot, they make a picture if we use our imagination. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, make a picture from afar. Constellation is the name. Connect the stars just like a game. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, make a picture from afar. Constellation, constellation, they are pictures in the sky. Connect the stars to make a picture in the night sky up so high. We can't see constellations during the day. We see them at night when the sky is dark and the stars can shine brightly enough for us to see way down here on planet Earth. Those stars are so far away. Our sun is the biggest star that's close to us, and these stars are so far away that they look teeny tiny in the night sky. Let's read a special book about one of the most famous constellations. Do you remember how many constellations are in the sky? 88 constellations in the sky. 88 constellations in the sky. Oh, the stars make a picture. Oh, the stars make a picture. 88 constellations in the sky. Connect the stars like dot to dot. Connect the stars like dot to dot. Together they make a picture. Together they make a picture. Connect the stars like dot to dot. We're going to connect some special stars in the sky and see how we make a special and famous constellation called the Big Dipper. I like to go outside at night. Everything is still and dark. At night, I can see the stars. Some nights the stars are very bright. It seems that I can almost touch them, but I can't because they are too far away. My father and I look at the stars. We look at them in the summer and in the winter time. They are not always the same. But there are some stars that you can see both in the summer and the winter. I can see the Big Dipper whenever the sky is clear. Long ago, people drank from things called dippers. The dipper in the sky looks like a water dipper, almost like a ladle. It has a bent handle and a bowl, just like this man is drinking from a dipper. There are 3 stars in the handle of the dipper. 1, 2, 3. And there are 4 stars in the bowl part. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can see the Big Dipper in the summer and in the winter time. So can other people in the United States. That's where we live. So can people all around the world. The Big Dipper is always in the northern sky, north. A compass can help you to find north. The compass helps me find the Big Dipper. I hold a compass in my hand. I look in the direction that the compass needle points. Do you remember our compass song? North, south, east and west, east and west, east and west. North, south, east and west, the compass points the way. When we see letter N on our compass, we know that means north. He's holding the compass to help him find the north so he can see the Big Dipper. Here it is. 1, 2, 3 spots on the handle and 1, 2, 3, 4 stars for the bowl part. Sometimes when I look up, the Big Dipper looks like this. So here's the handle and here's the bowl. But other times it looks like this. Here's the handle and then here's the bowl. That's because the earth is spinning around and moving around the sun. But there are always 3 stars in the handle and 4 stars in the bowl. This is a picture of how the stars look in the Big Dipper. So here's 1, 2, 3, that's the handle, and here's the bowl part at the bottom. Look at the 2 stars at the end of the bowl. They are called pointer stars because they point up to the North Star. The North Star has a special name, Polaris. Can you say Polaris? Good. When you look at the Big Dipper in the sky, imagine a dotted line going from one star to the end of the bowl on the other. Imagine that the dotted line goes all the way up to the North Star. The North Star is very important. Sailors used it to find their way in the middle of the ocean. They would look up at the stars, and if they could find the North Star, they knew which direction they were going in. The North Star is the first star in the handle of a different constellation called the Little Dipper. The Little Dipper has 7 stars too. When you see the Big Dipper, usually you can find the Little Dipper. So here's the Big Dipper. It's pointing up to the handle of the Little Dipper. Why don't you look for the dippers too? When the sky is clear and dark, go outside. Use a compass to help you find north. That way you will be able to find the Big Dipper. After you find the Big Dipper, you can look for the North Star and see the Little Dipper. Long ago, people imagined that the Big Dipper was part of a big bear. They believed that the handle of the dipper was the tail of the bear. Remember we said that a long time ago, people imagined that the stars made a picture. They imagined that the Big Dipper was part of a bear. 4 pairs of stars were the paws of the bear, and a bright star was his nose. Sometimes I imagine that I can see the tail of the bear. I make believe that I can see his head and his nose and his 4 feet. So here's the Dipper, the Big Dipper, and they imagined that if they connected these other stars too, it looked like a bear. What do you think? People long ago thought the Little Dipper was part of a little bear. So the big bear, Big Dipper, and the little bear was above it. One night when it is still dark, take your brother, your sister, or mom and dad and go outside and try to find the Big Dipper and the Little Dipper and the North Star. See if they can imagine that it looks like a bear. So here's the Big Dipper, and here's the other stars that help it to look like a bear. And if we follow the pointer stars of the Big Dipper, there's the tail of the Little Dipper and the North Star. Do you remember the special name? Polaris. Good. So that's how they play connect the dots to make the pictures look like the stars are connected into a bear. Great job. I hope you use your imagination to make your own constellation creation. Let's look at some formations of those constellations, how they're made with the stars. Here's the Big Dipper. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stars. Let's see if we can play connect the dots with the stars and make our own Big Dipper. If we look up to the north in the night sky, we'll find the 7 stars that are making the Big Dipper. Can you count with me to connect them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we'll close it up to make the little cup of the Big Dipper. Wow, we did it! If you follow the pointer stars, you would find the North Star at the edge of the Little Dipper. You can see that here. So here's the Big Dipper. And if we follow those pointer stars, we'll find Polaris, the North Star, and the Little Dipper. If we see them in the sky and we use our imagination, this is how we might imagine that they look like bears, like a picture in the sky. A constellation is a group of stars, group of stars, group of stars. A constellation is a group of stars in a picture formation. We formed a picture. We made a picture formation by connecting those stars together. Let's look at another one that you can see in the winter sky. It's called Orion. Can you say Orion? It's another name for hunter, like a hunter in the woods, and it has a belt of 3 stars across that are super bright. Usually it's very easy to find. They imagined that these were his arms and this was his shield, and here is his belt and his top of his body and the bottom of his body. And they imagined that the stars together made him look like a hunter in the sky. That's so cool. I hope you're working on some imagination constellations. Why don't we take a trip to outer space and see if we can spot the Big Dipper? Are you ready? Turn on your imaginations. Get your space helmet on. Put your boots on. We're going to outer space. Are you ready? Let's do a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Whoa, here we go. Time to find some stars. I can't wait to find the constellation formations. Wow, look at the night sky. Check out all the twinkling stars. Can you sing with me? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Time to find some constellations. Let's go. Hi friends, I made it to outer space. Check it out. I'm here with the constellations. Look, behind me, right here, you can see the Big Dipper. That's right. It's got the handle and the bowl part of the Big Dipper. And actually, if we look up here, we can see Orion, the hunter. And do you see what I see here? This one's called Draco. That one looks like a snake. Pretty neat, right? There's the Southern Crux. That's the one that you could see in the southern hemisphere in the south of the Earth. It's called the crux because it looks like a crisscross. Let's fly off and see if we can find some other constellations and see if we can figure out what their pictures are. Ready? Here we go. Wow, here we are. Look, this one's called Leo. Do you know why it's called Leo? It reminded people long ago of a lion. Here's Scorpio. That looks like the tail of a scorpion. How cool is that? Let's see if you can come up with your own imagination constellation. Ready to fly back to Earth? Here we go. It's time to head back to Earth. Let's go. Whoa! Lightning speed! Here we go!
Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. Alright.
Wow, great trip. Thanks for coming with me. That was so fun to go into outer space and find the constellations. Don't forget, you can find the constellations right here from Earth by looking up in the night sky. As long as it's not too cloudy and there's not too much light around you, you should be able to see some special stars shining bright. You can also look up the star map to see what constellations are on top of the Earth tonight. Pretty cool. I can't wait to see what your constellations look like. Send me a picture.